here, Moonglade. It's 2-2. Maru versus Stats. We're going into game number 5 on Deadwing. A large map. Spawning positions mean a lot here.
They do indeed. Whether it's going to be cross map or it's going to be vertical spawns, it says a lot about the kind of game we're going to have. Possible parade pushes, possible sort of aggression early on, or a late game that might actually favor Stats, though we are seeing Maru play greedier and greedier.
You know, we did get a slight momentum lead here for Stats, but because it's tied up, it's really, really close. This happens very rarely in best of sevens that you get series that are this back and forth.
Yeah, really, really close match we have. Both players winning on maps that you would not expect to win them on for their matchup and race.
Exactly. All right, map number 5, as mentioned, is Deadwing. It's time to get into it. Maru versus Stats here at the semifinals of the Neighbor Star League.
And up here, to the top left of Deadwing, it is Maru.
Yes. He's going to be very happy with vertical spawns here as well, most likely. He looks pretty tired, pretty stressed, though. His opponent to the bottom left in blue. He's going to have to be wary of those pull the boys pushes on this map, these locations.
Is Maru the kind of Terran to do those pull the boys, though, is the next question, because I can't remember the last time I saw him do that.
He's definitely, he's no innovation for that.
Yeah, he's no bomber.
No bomber. No Polt even.
Yeah, he definitely likes his own sort of style to this, and we have seen a lot of him going for the greedy sort of style, the CC first. We did get to see him go for the more aggressive style last game, going for those really quick cloak banshees on a map that's kind of more suited to it. This map, though, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see him go for Rax first. I was going to say CC first, but obviously no intention of doing that this game. Maybe playing a little bit more aggressive. Might be that Reaper opening after all. Reaper into Reactor into Expand sort of opening. Safer.
Continuing to shake his hand a lot. May just be nerves. His hands may be cold, you know. Wants to keep those warmed up.
Shaking his hands, drinking that whiskey to numb it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, man. If the RSI gets a little too much,
and you get that the nerves are too tense. I just take a sip.
Just take a hit from that bottle.
Take a swig, man.
You're all good. Pro tip from an ex-pro, guys. No, don't ever do that.
Don't do it.
No, that'd be bad. You'd lose.
Be responsible.
No, you just lose. You can't play like that, man.
No.
So we gotta see that SCV go down towards the bottom left. It's going to be that vertical spawn scouting. Maybe it'll make Maru a little bit happier that he went for this kind of build in this kind of game.
Yeah. Doesn't check the watchtower, actually. Not going to matter at all in this case. But, you know, he's going to come in here. He may actually see that pylon. In fact, because he's going to run to this probe, I think he will see the pylon that's at the natural. Doesn't get the Nexus block, though, so never mind. He's going to come in here and see just one pylon in the main base. And it's going to block the gas. We've seen this already from him. This is becoming a standard, a norm in this matchup.
Doing what he can, delay it as much as he can. If he gets it out alive as well, it's a good thing. I think he will. Mothership Core won't be able to catch up unless the SCV tries to be sneaky, as we do see.
Yeah, he wants to take the top left for the pylon. Actually, it
not
costs
even
him
going to
the
see
SCV's
that.
life.
Yeah, not even going to see it. Reaper staying at home because he's looking for that scouting probe.
Yep. And yep, there's the confirmation for you guys, if you don't believe us, that the SCV died. Unlucky scout for Stats. But, you know, he's obviously now knows exactly where Maru is.
Oh, he might actually get in anyway. This Reaper's going far left, maybe looking for some proxies. Afraid of that proxy Stargate once again. Unfortunately, it's going to give this window to the probe to kind of sneak in and maybe find something, but 2 Marines await him. Is Maru on spot? Is he waiting for it? He is, and he's going to get it.
Probe goes down. Here comes that Reaper sneaking in.
Reaper, on the other hand, a cheeky devil. He's going to be getting in. He's going to be seeing the Robo. And that's about it. But it's all he really needs to see at this point in the game.
Going to make him feel pretty safe.
Oh, yeah. Going to try for a probe. Nope.
Nothing happening.
Yeah, that's pretty much safety. A safety sky. He can breathe easy and go to the mid game with not much of a worry about what's coming his way.
Well, it looks like it's just going to be Forge comes up next. Just going to be observers coming out on the map. Stats loves his observers when he does his build. Sometimes he makes like 4 of them even. We've seen that from him before. Just get vision all over the map and get your Colossi out, defend slowly, and take a third base.
And I like what we're seeing Maru set up as well. We do see 4 Hellions on the map. Medivac on the way with a bunch of Marines. Yeah, it's going to be a drop. It's going to be a Hellion run by and a drop all in one. So a lot of potential for probe damage here, especially on a map like this. Obviously, the natural is pretty wide open, so those Hellions have a bit of room to kind of run by and look for the damage he needs.
Yep. Let's see how much he... well, he's got, like, how many Hellions? He's going to have 6?
He's going to have 6. That is a lot of dead probes if they get a good shot off.
If they get the right spot. Plus, there's these Marines here, too.
I like this a lot. Good choice.
So, you think he's just going to drop the Marines in the main to distract and then send the Hellions by ground. I like this a lot because Hellions are fast. They don't need... They need to be picked up.
They don't need a medivac. But an unfortunate thing here is Stats sees it all with the Observer. He knows exactly what's going on.
He has a sentry to help force field, but the main base is undefended if he sends everything to defend these Hellions. And look, there's that force field. Just going to run into the main base.
Oh, this could be more than enough, though, especially with Marines here to kind of help.
The probes are lining up. He needs to target. Ugh, he's splitting as well as he can, but this could be a disaster.
Oh, as we say, that 13 go down, man. Even more. I think
16, 17, 21.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
It's all he needed. It's all he needed. That does 21 probe damage. I mean, he is absolutely fine right now. He can resume his sort of gameplay. He can just pick it up from here, go into the mid game with such a lead. Even go for that third base if he wants. He puts down a bunker at the front because he is going to be kind of wary of any sort of counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, he just traded all of his units, so, he doesn't have very many out on the map right now. He's going to keep the pressure on, though, with these 2 Widow Mines. Unfortunately for him, there is a cannon to each base, but that hasn't stopped Widow Mines from doing damage before.
Doesn't stop Widow Mines at all, man. Just means they have a shorter lifespan to get that one money shot off and kill half the probes in one hit.
Exactly. A few Stalkers nearby here. If he can actually bait the Nexus Cannon out, if Stats panics, that would be a huge win here. I don't think he will, though.
No. Here we go. It's going to be the... Is he going to go for the main or is he going to go for the natural? Boosts in. He's looking for it. Oh, he's not going to get it. Nope. He's going to get...
Oh, At least he didn't get that sentry.
Oh,
that would have been huge.
He saved it well. Every little bit counts at this point when you've done that much damage.
2 Zealots in the main. Now going to get some harassment done.
Oh, this could do a bit of damage, actually. There's only about 4 Marines coming to help deal with this.
Yeah, if he just warps in any additional Zealots, this could get even worse. Already 3 SCVs killed. And he actually might just want to kill those Marines.
He could if he wants. Looks like he just wants to get rid of as many SCVs as he can.
Yeah, also
pretty big bank for Maru. What?
Yeah, wow.
Damn.
What?
Throw down a third CC, I think, at this point. Like, that's too much.
He has 6 barracks, right? Like,
I think
they just must not have add-ons yet, or?
I think they only just finished, which is why it took so long. Like, they use, building them all at once and upgrading and getting add-ons.
Yeah, now a reactor being built as well.
Yeah.
I don't think this Widow Mine's going to find any damage.
No, it's going to get one hit by anything. Even a probe, I believe, will kill it. Observer's there as well.
Yeah, that Widow Mine is super red, man. It's as red as it can get on the RGB scale, man.
It's pure red, man.
It's pure red, dude.
He's going to look for some.
It's even a red Widow Mine.
Oh, he might. Nope. Yeah, nearly. One more half second and he's got it. Unfortunately, not finding anything there.
No.
Keeps the medivac alive though, so not too bad.
Pretty rough situation for a Protoss to be down on Harvesters because of the mule effect as well. Right now, economically, Stats in a very yucky place, and
he's caught up finally. He's nearly on par with the SCVs, but yeah, he's in a horrible place when it comes to where he should be in the game and where he's at.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he can do to fix it. This drop is going to get totally shut down. In fact, he's going to lose the Warp Prism.
Yeah. That gives him even more room to send every single unit he has out and start applying that damage before even a third can be even thought about for Stats at this point. He's just trying to get out as many Colossi as he can. He's adding gateways, he's adding units, getting Colossus range. He's not even thinking of taking out third base anytime soon.
Yeah, there's no way he can. Not against this much pressure. 3 Colossi are out. Range is about to be finished. 13 seconds left on that, so Maru's not going to be able to hit before range. So he's going to have to be careful with how he engages. And there is a Warp Prism on the way, so if he really commits, it could end up costing him a little bit here, should the Warp Prism get away with getting into that main base.
Yeah, he's got to be so careful. He really needs to start Viking production as well. Like,
yeah.
I mean, when you have that many Colossi out, 3 Colossi out, and no doubt more are going to be on the way soon, you really need to start the production. And he does have the reactor on the starport. He just has to start making them.
Okay, we see another drop loaded up here, double drop in fact. Maru wants to find like a different way to approach the main. He's not just going to come crashing in from the front, especially not on Dead Wing. He has to kind of draw some units away, try to pick off a Colossus that's accidentally walking on the ledge like that one we just saw for a second. We see that happen all the time on this map. He's got plenty of units at home to defend the Warp Prism.
Ooh. If he can stim it, he might be able to get a couple of hits on these Colossus.
Zealot's cleaned up easy. Big stim to run away, and he actually didn't hit that Nexus too hard.
Double drop. Looking for that drop to the main base that has absolutely nothing there currently.
Nothing at all. And he doesn't have Blink. And he saw it, quote unquote. Okay, he's going to respawn now. He's got a few High Templar there. Ooh, they have a lot of energy actually. Feedback should be almost lethal at this point.
Nearly, maybe on one of them. Oh! Wow, this Stalker hits, sealing the deal. Damn.
Still gets 1 drop off.
Quad drop going into the natural though, and this one is completely undefended. This could be a lot of damage here, especially on the Forge.
Oh yeah, that Forge totally exposed here, and +2 is almost done. He could go for it. The Templar Archive is researching Storm, not too far away either. Forge looks like it's going to go down here.
Oh, going for the Templar Archives. He's going to get it, I think.
He gets both.
Oh, he's going to get it alive.
And cancels both Storms and escapes with 2 medevacs.
That was a huge move. That is critical damage right there. Getting rid of the upgrades, getting rid of that Storm research. Keeping half your army alive as well.
And he didn't kill that Widowmine, so that's something that could become an annoyance later on. The Stats is the type of player who can bounce back from something like this, but this is definitely not going to make it easy.
Well, man, he's getting further and further behind. Down 30 supply, down in economy, down in army composition now, especially without that Storm.
No more threat of the Warp Prism. Maru knows this again.
He's got 8 Vikings on the map already as well.
Yeah, and he has total vision of the left side of the map, so if another Warp Prism comes, he can send the rest of his units back, but because he knows that there's nothing there right now, he can easily just send those reinforcing units now down into the middle of the map. Look at this massive army just marching across the map. Look at that.
That's the kill move right there, man. That's the kill move. Look at that. He scans. He sees nothing but Zealots and Colossus. Like, where's your anti-air right now? What are you going to do when I send in my 10 Vikings? Absolutely nothing. You have 2 Stalkers.
No Storms available. In fact, I think he's got a few High Templars. Should probably make it to Archons right now, because that Storm is not going to be ready.
That is not going to be ready. Just going to have feedback. And here we go. Big hits on the Colossus. 1 down already. Not even any force fields coming down, which I think is a massive mistake from Stats.
Yeah, I think he might just almost have already given up in this game. He doesn't even make those Templar into Archons. Finally gets the feedbacks off, but that was even risky in itself. So it's going to be too little too late. This Nexus is going to go down. The pylon goes down, canceling the Zealot Warpin. GG.
Wow.
Maru takes the lead.
Very convincing game, that one.
Yeah, very straight up. Just good harassment, better play. I think that was the most straight up game we saw today, actually.
Yeah, that actually was a pretty normal game. And, you're just fighting that run by with the Hellions and just not enough sort of reaction from Stats. And losing 21 probes in the first few minutes going to put you behind for the entire game.
Yeah. Well, Stats getting some words here from his coach. Both coaches, in fact, in the booth. And you can tell how stressed he is. Look at his hand placement here. He's just listening intently. He's got a million things on his mind right now. It's tough to focus on exactly what both coaches are telling him here as he goes into the next game. And I wouldn't want to be in his shoes right now. The map is going to be Foxtrot Labs. Another map he had a great win rate on. 4-5-0. Still, this is no easy task going up against Maru.
No, not when it's match point either. The pressure is just mounting on here. Especially with a win like that, the most convincing win of the series yet, I think. Maru's no doubt going to be riding that momentum.
Don't forget we have King Sage on Station as the 7th game, if that does come to pass. So that's a good map for Stats, a map he already won today, and a map that really suits his style, as you were saying earlier. So I feel like for Stats, if I was his coach, I'd be like, focus on what we talked about on Foxtrot. You're great on this map. Make it to that 7th game. That's your map anyways. Just stay focused here. Don't get too stressed out. Don't let Maru's momentum roll you over right now. You can do this.
Yeah.
Stick to the plan.
Stick to the plan. Stay strong. It's going to be interesting. Countdown.